What is the original home of Adam alayhi salam? Jannah. The original home of Adam alayhi salam is Jannah. We were meant to go to Jannah to satisfy our pleasure. This is where we will satisfy our pleasure. Because in this dunya you can't do it, because it's limited. Where the desire of our nafs is limitless. Because our original home of our father was in Jannah. Rasul says in the hadith in Bukhari, he says that the son of Adam, when he's given a valley full of gold, he wants another one. And if he's given another one, he wants another one. And the only thing that's going to satisfy the eye of the son of Adam is dirt. Because even if we wanted to just say, okay, I want to just please my desire, I don't want to care about the akhirah, you'll never be able to please your desire in this life. You will never be able to do this. The only way you can do this is in the akhirah. The only way you can get true pleasure is in the akhirah. The only way you can, get satisfaction and contentment is in Jannah. Another thing, more better and everlasting, Jannah. If you were to say somebody owned a building in downtown, would you say this person is very wealthy? Yes? Pretty wealthy guy, he owns a building in downtown. What if he owned a quarter of downtown? So he owns 1/4 of downtown. You would say, man, this guy is one of the richest people in Edmonton. If he owned all of downtown, you would say, man, this guy is the most richest person in all of Canada. He owns the downtown of a major city. Man, this guy, he's loaded. I want you to think about this. Rasul ﷺ, he talks about a tree in Jannah, where it takes a rider to pass with a horse, it takes him 100 years to pass by the shade under this tree. And so I tried to do a little calculation. If you took like 58 miles per day, see an average horse could travel 58 miles per day, and you try times it by 365, times it by 100, you approximately get 2,117,000 miles. That's how many miles. Say if we're going to try to make a calculation, a rough estimate. Try to kind of imagine, encapsulate, what does that mean? How can we, put this in our terms in this dunya? The circumference of the earth is just under 4,000 miles. This shade under this tree is about 534 circumferences of the earth, and this could be yours in Jannah. But we fight and we are so jealous of people who we think they have buildings and businesses and all this different property. Rasul ﷺ tells us that the shade of a whip in Jannah is better than the world and everything in it. And this has 534 circumferences of the earth and just under the shade of one tree. Because Jannah is better and more and everlasting. It's better in quality and quantity. And so, my dear brothers and sisters, it doesn't mean that we go through this dunya where we don't care about being successful businessmen and women. We don't care about having professions, being highly educated. No, we should be the top of every sphere. But we have to keep things in context. We have to give priority its due. Whatever is due, we have to give it its actual priority. Imam Ahmed was once asked, if a person has 1,000 dinars, can he be a zahid? Can he be someone who is, who's not attached to this dunya? He said, yes. A person who has 1,000 dinars, he can be a zahid. As long as that 1,000 dinars is in his pocket and not in his heart. As long as that 1,000 dinars doesn't own you, has this shackles over your heart. Yes, you can be a zahid. We had Sahaba who were billionaires, but they were more desiring of the akhirah. Uthman bin Affan radiallahu anhu is one of them. Because my dear brothers and sisters, everything in this dunya will end. Every pleasure that you can think of in this dunya, it ends. You love your car. The car breaks down. You love your house, and eventually, you can't go. That house can't go with you in the grave, or you lose that house. You love someone, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes them from you. Everything in this dunya, the pleasure is limited, and everything comes to an end. Except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. كُلِّ شَيْءٍ هَالِكٌ إِلَّا وَجْهَهُ. Everything will perish except for Allah and His promise. So we work towards that, my dear brothers and sisters. We should keep that in perspective. Because we are the children of Adam, and we want to go back home. جزاكم الله خير. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم.